Welcome to Diving Deeper into Snow Globe, Chapter 14, A Save Point Reached. Interlude number 3, A Save Point Reached, is the bonus track on Snow Globe, and definitely fulfills the purpose of the interludes. When I talked about the interludes in the episode about Interlude number 1, I said how those songs are meant to be transitional songs that connect two songs, connect ideas. So, Interlude 1 connects Heading Out in 19, number 2 connects My Bed and Nosebleed. This song connects both the song Snow Globe as well as the album to the next project. And that's only possible because I decided that College Chronicles was going to be a 2-act project. And I think it's really cool to have a little song that can be like, alright, this is the middle of your journey, you have a save point. And the mental imagery I have is like, I'm looking back on the things that I've done in the album, or the characters in the story are looking back at the city, thinking about the work that they've done, and have a chance to click save before going on. Additionally, this song is very similar to Snow Globe Prelude, because that song I kind of consider as the original interlude, because that bridges the gap between the Memories album and the Snow Globe album. So similarly, Interlude number 3, A Save Point Reached, connects Snow Globe to EJ5, the next project. And something that's really special about this song too is that I had almost no work in the production. One day when me and Noah Matthew were working on the guitar parts for Snow Globe, I told him about the story and such, and he was just kind of diddling on my electric piano, and he kind of works through the story as I tell him it. And then I was just like, all right, think about what you just played. I'm going to record you doing it, and I'm going to put it on the album because I think that's really cool. So essentially, the interlude has the story of Snow Globe all kind of tied together in one song. And to keep it on electric piano and to keep it on like the very low production, I feel like definitely amplifies the vibe of like, this is a save point. And Noah did all of it. So huge thank you, Noah, for helping me out with that. And I'm super excited to work more with you on EJ5. Also, one more thing I didn't mention is that the prelude ends with the da 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 da, so I'm heading out melody. You hear that melody in Heading Out. You hear that in Interlude number 1. You hear that as the end of Snow Globe, the so I'm heading out, bang! And then this is how this song ends too. You hear the da 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 da. I'm sorry, I can't really sing that well, but it repeats the theme of Heading Out because it just creates this whole circle. For me, Snow Globe was a really tough album to unite because the things I was going through, the things I was writing about, were kind of sporadic. They were all across the board. It wasn't like Memories where I tried to put a little bit of each song in another one, kind of like AJR's Neo Theater, and tell like this like story that's like completely connected. Because the way I wrote Snow Globe, my life just wasn't that connected. There was a lot of sporadic things. There was a lot of things that were just kind of like popping up, like, oh, that's new. Like, oh, this is a thing, and now we're suddenly 2 years forward and such like that. For me, like the first 2 years of college didn't feel unified. So that's why there's not as many Easter eggs in Snow Globe as there were in Memories. However, I still wanted to create an album that felt unified. So having the Heading Out motif, if you want to say the da 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 da, having that show up in multiple places unifies the album. Because then you can hear that in both Snow Globe and this interlude, think back, and then that kind of brings this whole album together. Especially when you think of how in Snow Globe, metaphorically, you're escaping the chains that tie you down, you're escaping a metaphorical city, and in this save point, you're out of that. So it's kind of like you're heading off into the unknown yet again. And this interlude is like, I guess, an interlude part 1, like the other side of Neon Lights, part 2. It's crazy and it's confusing, But in a way, this song both gives you a bridge for Snow Globe and EJ5, while also giving this album a sense of unity. And my friends, with that is the conclusion of this Diving Deeper series here on Instagram/YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this. For the people who have watched every single episode every Friday, I hope you know that I love talking about my music. I get it, sometimes it might not be the most coherent. I was definitely a little ambitious with the editing skills on episode 1, and that has most certainly trailed off. But if you've stuck through these videos, if you've listened to me talk about this album, it shows that you care. And I really appreciate that, because I honestly haven't really gotten a lot of reception for my music, and I don't really think that many people care about it. So the fact that you're here, that you're watching this video, if you've made it this far to this video, to this point in the video, thank you. Now, there's one more thing that I want to announce in this video, and that's that I'm working on doing a live stream where I'm going to dive deeper into the lore of Snow Globe, of College Chronicles Act 1. And that will truly be the ending of the Diving Deeper into Snow Globe series. I'll give you more information and I'll announce certain logistics when those come out. But in that, we'll talk about essentially the whole story that goes on underneath Snow Globe. And we're going to use specific evidence from music videos, specific journal entries, and I'm really excited to talk about that too, because that's been my brainchild as I've worked on the albums. So, thank you again for watching these episodes, for watching me talk about an album that really means a lot to me. And I hope that I can see you for the live stream, where you can understand a little bit more about the other side of this album, and you can learn and see the story that I've been crafting through this big project that I can call College Chronicles. Thank you, and I hope to see you then.